Hi, this is Chris. Today I'm working in my watercolor travel journal. And I want to do an apple. I know it's hard for you to see this, but this is my iPad, and I have here an image I took of a green apple. My neighbor kindly gave me a bag of green apples, and I've already processed them and made them into apple butter, and it's already gone, the apple butter. It was really good. This was a couple months ago now. But I took pictures because the apples were so pretty, and I thought I might like to paint one. I'll put up on the screen the images that I'm looking at. So the first image shows the green apple and the apples behind it that I've already peeled and cored and sliced. And this was pretty much the last apple, so I took a picture of it before I processed it. Here's a close-up. I think it's really pretty the way the dark comes out from the stem and the little imperfections on the peel. Here's a pretty image. Now I like this one too. And so this is a good angle, but it's kind of washed out. So I think I'll do this one, and I'll just ignore the background and I'll just do the pretty green apple. So I need to find a place where I'm at in my book. And here's where we left off. I have a 2H pencil in my mechanical pencil holder. And I have my brushes. Two of them are Robert Simmons and one is Low Cornell. I have my Winsor & Newton paints. And I'll put a graphic up to show which those are. I also have some paints over here. This is Opera by Daniel Smith. And this is Peacock by Holbein. And I'm thinking the peacock might help me get the green that I want. I like to mix my colors as best I can, but those two colors come in handy because you can't mix a bright pink and a turquoise like that. So I think I want to do some color swatches first to see if I can get this apple green. And I'm going to start with, so this is Cad Yellow Pale. And I'm going to try a little peacock and see what happens. This, by the way, is a piece of puppy piddle pad. It's really good for pulling the water out of your brush. So again with the Cad Yellow Pale, and then we'll try Sap Green and see if that works better. It's more of a yellow green. Okay, I think it's the lemon yellow and the sap green with just a touch of peacock is probably what I will use. So I'm going to clean out this lemon yellow. It's been a while since I've used it and cleaned it. And now I'll use my pencil, my 2H pencil, to draw my green apple. I have here a Magic Rub Prismacolor eraser, and I like this because it's very gentle on the paper. So I slopped over just a little bit on here. I'm going to take that off, so all I have to do is rub it and blot it. This is an off-white mixed media paper. I can't remember exactly what paper it is. I made this book a few years ago. I make all my own little travel books. Okay, so now I want to do some of the shadow side in here. So I want soft edges, so I'm going to dampen my dry painting. I'm not going to paint in the cutting board. I'm just going to put a bit of a shadow here with a little bit of the local color mixed into it. I'm going to add another layer of shading. I'm going to mix everything up in here. I have to be careful as I do my glazing, painting wet on dry, because this paper, the paint tends to lift off of this paper, which gives a kind of interesting effect, but I just need to be careful with it. When I look at this on my monitor, it looks different than my actual painting. My painting looks a little bit closer to the photograph. So now I'm going to do these little red bits. So I'm going to take a little bit of the paint off where these little red scars are. They're sort of a rusty red-orange color. There's a little light spot in the middle, so I'm just going to take that off with my X-Acto blade. Now there's some little divots on the other side. They're not as big as the ones on the left. So I'm going to, let's see, what do I want to use? I think I'll use this little brush. Just going to make some little tiny divots so I can see where I'm working. That'll be one there, one there. This apple has a lot of little red freckles on it. Then I want to take away some of the paint around these so you can give the illusion of them being dense. D-E-N-T-S. Dense. Now we'll work on the stem and the brown. I don't know what they call that where an apple has that brown on it like that. I'm sure people who raise apples, have apple orchards, probably know what that's called. So I want some burnt sienna and burnt umber, but then I'm going to mix some of the apple colors in with it. So I'll put a little bit of the lemon yellow. So I want to vary my colors and sort of mix them up as I go. And there's a cat here and there. Now what I can do is I can take off some of the highlights where the light is reflecting on the apple. All right, my apple is done. Now all I have to do is title my page. So for titling my page, I have a see-through ruler, and I have my technical pen, and I have my pencil. So I like to do a cartouche right here, and I put the date. What is today? My watch says it's the 8th, but my iPad says it's the 9th. So I will go with my iPad. And then I use the see-through ruler just to line up one of these marks along the edge of the page, so I'm somewhat straight. I don't know the exact breed of this apple. All I know is it's a green apple. So I'll put green apple there. And then I'm going to put Gleaned by Mary. All right, and then I'm going to put my color choices. How can I do that? Cadmium yellow, lemon yellow, sap green, and peacock blue. All right. So now I'll ink them in with my technical pen. Alright, now while that dries, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to firm up some of these lines here. I'm not drawing an outline, I'm just coming in here and there and defining the edges a little bit. All right, my green apple is done. Thanks for watching and have a great day painting. Bye-bye.